Greetings everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kuma, and today I'm going to be doing a tarot deck review. Now this first few videos that I do, I'll be reviewing different tarot decks, something I'm super passionate about. But when you're looking to buy them, sometimes it's hard to really get a good feel of seeing just more than a couple cards or knowing the quality, especially if you're looking online. Sometimes the box only shows a few different things on it, so I'd like to get a little more in-depth, kind of show the different cards, why I like it, and kind of give a good feel for each deck. Today, I'm going to be starting off with my favorite deck and most used deck. It'll be just easier that way since I know it so well. Called the Tarot Illuminati. Now this deck was made by Kim Huggins and Eric Dune. Super nice, caught my eye right away, kind of had that first natural connection with it. So this is the one I want to talk about. So I want to start talking about the packaging and the book that comes with it. The box is super cool. Basically green with like gold foil on everything. It's kind of what really caught my eye to start with. Super cool. It's a flip top box. It's got the little magnetic part on the sleeve here, so it kind of locks into place. So what's actually kind of nice about it is when you do open it and have it all out, if you do want to transport or take it, you can actually carry it right in this box. Keeps the cards all nice and set with the book. Easy to transport. Now to the book itself. Now the book is really great. I'm actually pretty thankful that I came across this as like one of my very first decks that I really kind of fell in love with, and then got to really go through this book. In the book, not only does it give like a nice little narrative story for each card, there's also like themes and concepts. So it's not like a traditional type read for each card. It's got a little bit more in depth, and it's got its own feel for this particular deck, which I really liked. What's also really cool is the different spreads that are in this book. The planetary spread, where you've got like a spread for each planet that kind of corresponds with, different points in your life, different things like that. Definitely my favorite one to use. It also has some like 2 or 3 other like really unique spreads that are cool versus the standard ones that you find or know, and it just kind of incorporates well with the field. Overall, a really nice book that's got good advanced stuff in there, but also really good for beginners because it's easy to kind of flip through. You get the good imaging to match up. The narrative, the theme and concept really helps you tie in and really learn each card. Okay, now to the cards themselves. Now they're a little bit larger than the standard size. They fit in my hands really well. So as far as like the size of the cards, feel really good and comfortable with me. Nice high gloss card. Durability is also really nice. I've been using these on a regular basis for over 2 years now, and got a little bit of wear on the corners, but overall they've been holding up really nice. As far as the artwork itself, it's actually what really caught my eye. It's an interesting blend of like a digital photography with fantasy art put together into this really nice colorful card. Level of detail in these is just insane. It's what drew me in, and especially being an artist personally, I can't help but just be really drawn into the level of detail into these cards. What's also nice is that the coloring really sets the mood. Like the 3 of Cups, you just kind of get that feel of celebration, as well as like the 9 of Swords. Just you can almost like feel the heaviness just looking at the card. So what's really kind of cool is like you almost get that natural intuition when that card is flipped or drawn. You don't even need to really see what the card is. You just automatically get that impression for what you're doing the reading for. It's what's made this deck really drawn to me. Now in each one of my reviews, I am going to want to show all the cards in the set. I think that's one of the cooler things that I want to do, so that you get a good once over of seeing the entire set and what it looks like. I'm going to divide them up into each of their suits and the minor arcana and then the major arcana. But before I do that, I like to show my favorite card in each deck as well. Usually different ones it'll pop up at certain times, or the one that I'm most drawn into. And for this deck, when I've been doing the readings, it's always been the Empress. She's the one that shows up in a very specific spot that represents a lost loved one to me that was super special, and it's always in the spread where I feel I'm getting a message from her. So that's the card that really draws me in most on this deck. And also the card itself is just beautiful. I mean, the level of detail, the coloring, you'll be able to see it here. It's just a beautiful card. So that's my favorite card in this deck. Now I'll go ahead and show you all the different card by suits. So I'll start off with cups here. Now I'll go ahead and move on to swords. Now here are the pentacles. And last but not least, the wands. Now here are the major arcana. So my overall impression of this deck is that it's really good high quality deck. It's one of the very first ones that called to me, so I might be a little biased, but out of all the ones that I've had, it's still my favorite. It's also great for like advanced readers, where it does have enough symbolism, some other things in the card that make it really fun to use, but it's really actually a good beginner deck too, with how comprehensive the book is and giving an explanation and the ease of intuition I guess you can get from just looking at the card without even knowing what it is. If you want to pick up this deck at some point, I'll include the link in below. I usually do recommend to try to pick these up at your local stores, to try to support these type of places. Right now with everything that's going on, it's a little trickier, so I'll just include the link in the description below if you do want to buy this online. I hope you did enjoy this review. There'll be more coming. This is my first video, so hopefully it's not too rough, but there's gonna, as it progresses, I'd like to actually review more things too. I'm gonna probably start with this tarot series, then get into runes, other forms of divination. If you do really like this, like it, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll be creating more videos as we move on. Thank you.